So now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about Siniwalli, or stick weaving. It's patterns of movements with a stick. You have so many different styles of arnis. There are 7,000 islands in the Philippines. There's probably 7,000 different styles of this, or maybe 14,000 if they double up. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you what we call our first pattern, or single Siniwalli. It's a pattern of 4. Start with the left hand out, right hand back. Right hand is a forehand strike to the head. Notice the left hand chambered under here. We've just made half our first cycle. So from here, we're now going to strike low or strike a number 8 as we pull the stick out. That's 2. The third strike is a forehand strike to the head with the left hand. And you've been practicing your left hand. Now we're going to strike low strike with the left hand, and we drew the other stick out. So again, it's high, low with the right, high, low with the left. Now, if you take a close look at my feet here, please notice that I'm pivoting at each movement. Eventually, you'll get into movement and moving and stepping, but for right now. Now watch over here. As Chris just stands there, we're going to show you what it's like and where I'm hitting. So we'll turn him slightly at an angle so you can see. So from here, it's here, 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 here. Now the idea behind Siniwalli is that you're moving both hands at the same time. That's developing your ability again. Move both hands at the same time. So now you've learned the pattern. We're going to do it with a partner, stick to stick. So we're going to start with our left hand out. Both of us have our left hand out. There's an X right on our face. Okay? The first strike, we're going to come by, forehand strike, stick to stick, chambering the stick. The X again, if you could see the X is right here across from us. Now we'll strike the low strike, drawing the stick out, again here and here. Or we're trying to move both sticks at the same time. We're pivoting our feet. We can pick up the speed a little bit. And again, our goal is not look at the sticks, but be aware of the sticks. Now, as you've already talked about the hard hitting drill, one of the good things we like to put in right here is to get the proper form, but also again to get used to hitting hard. Because we see this a lot when we're working with people, is we'll see this, and they're not quite getting the strike right. If you think about from other martial arts, you're doing an inside middle block and a low block. That's all you're doing, or a knife hand and knife hand. So to work that, we're going to start again in this position here. Our first strike is going to be hard. Then we come back, second strike, then third strike, fourth strike, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, to work on developing hitting hard, because then you can't mess up. Now, we'll go back to adding movement now. So we're here, we're doing single Siniwalli, and we're smooth. One of the drills that we practice now is he's going to go low. He's going to go to his knees. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. Now he stands up. I'll practice down on mine. Now, no matter what happens right now, Chris should not he should keep going. He should not stop. If I stop my sticks, he's continuing to do that. Because it's all about flow and rhythm. Because if you're fighting somebody and you miss your first strike, you don't stop. So again, anytime I'm ready, I should be able to just come right back in. And you can add footwork. You can begin moving. And we slow it back down. Add the rhythm. And that's single Siniwalli. All right, so now you have the basic understanding of single Siniwalli. Now, one of the things that's important that we talked about, again, is no matter what I do, Chris doesn't move. So now I'll go to one hand. Now watch right here. Right here, if you notice, the backhand is toward here. That means I'm striking incorrectly. This is really a number 2 strike. This would actually be a great place for you to put in your hard hitting drill. So when you're going one-handed, you can actually start hitting hard. Now when we go back again, you want to make a good solid number 2 strike. So if you look right here, that's where we want to be. So we go back. Now I can add the left hand. Anytime I want, I come right back in. Now Chris goes left-handed or right-handed, doesn't matter. He's going one hand. I'm oblivious to what he's doing. I'm just doing what I know. We go back to 2 hands. Like I said before, we add the poke. And that's single Siniwalli, the basic drill. Now for another variation on the single Siniwalli theme, it's 2 sticks versus 1 stick. He's going to add the pokes like we talked about before, the thrust, and this is to teach me to move in and out while blocking and checking and countering. So again, we start, I'm one-handed, he's two-handed. He throws the poke with the right hand. I block, check, counter. Now let's look at that again. As he comes into the poke, I stepped in and away to get room for the counter. Now I could have stepped that way. The reason I didn't is because he had a stick in that hand. And then we're back to the drill. Now with the other side here, okay, so then that's working with the pokes and working on teaching you the block check. So again, when he comes in on this side on that poke, I'm here, I step in, and I got to watch out because in real life that would be coming. So I try to fire quickly to keep his mind thinking defense so he doesn't have time to attack me. So that was just an example of some more advanced stick sparring that we're going to get into later. But if you notice, most of that is all based upon the sweep stroke entry. That's what we call the movement and sweeping of the stick. Now how we get to that is we go back to the basics and a single Siniwalli drill. So now we're going to go back to the 2 versus 1 drill. So this time I have 2 sticks and he has 1. Starting off with a basic single Siniwalli pattern. I come in with the right. Here, that's my first sweep stroke. Again, the idea is to push him out of the side, push his head away and get him going backward. Now he fires his counter, I hook here, and again I can do a disarm or whatever, but since we want to keep the drill going, he breaks, and we're back to this drill. Just working on what we call the forehand sweep stroke with the right hand. We're here. And so now we'll show you a version of the left hand. Now for the left hand, you got to get them going where you want. So I go, break to just left-handed. From the low strike on the forehand, I'm going to come feed right in. There's the sweep. He's back here. I sweep again or hook, and I'm here. He releases, and we're back to the drill. Again, left-handed. If I go right-handed again. Now there are a lot of variations to this drill. Again, I'm just showing you a couple basics. With anything you learn, you can always go back. For example, we can put disarms in there now if you've learned them. So I come in with the right hand, I come here, this is a disarm to a forearm throw. So here, disarm, hook my hand, and drop him that way. Again, that's all based on learning this drill. Coming from the left-hand side, I can throw in disarms that I know here too. Come here, big circle here, this is a disarm. Everything you know you can put back into that drill. So now we're going to show you a couple different variations of single Siniwalli empty-handed. So again, we still have the same drill. High, low, high, low. I could do it just one-handed. Now one of the things about this drill that's nice is it helps learn sensitivity and getting you ready to do different things. And if you've been to seminars, you've seen the finger lock drill, you've seen the center lock drill, the spinning drill, and any of those drills. So we have that here, but we can go back to the same drill that we did. He's going to add the punching now, and it's just parrying it down. Teaching you to get used to moving and keeping all that together. Single Siniwalli is very important. You have a lot of variations. If he throws a punch, I have here, this is single Siniwalli, right? High, low, come right in. There's a choke. If we go to the other side, so he throws a punch here, high, low. We can go into, again, we've been influenced by a lot of things from small circle jiu-jitsu. Wally J has taught us to shoot in to a hammer lock here. Cupping here and coming into the hammer lock. We can also go into mobility throw here, compressed elbow, mobility throw, and any of the techniques that we do from here. Okay. So again, the single Siniwalli is a very important drill. We're just working this here, and again, working here, work finger lock backward, sweep. All right. And that's single Siniwalli empty-handed.